Welcome to the Lockers, Season 5, Episode 26. This is my freshman year again. I was number 26 my freshman year. I am your man, A. White, along with Van House. And if you may know, if you're a normal Twitter X follower, we got some complications over there. So, as Van stated the past couple weeks, you're going to have to head on over to YouTube. You might as well just subscribe to YouTube. Well, we'll do it there because I don't know what Elon Musk got going on. I ain't into politics. I ain't into all that stuff. But every time you got a good product going, I guess the same thing that happened to MySpace and no, I said the people who created it made a bunch of money. Like
you just showed your age though. There's some people don't know what the hell MySpace is.
Everybody knows what it is. They talk about just like when we was kids, we heard of 8 tracks and vinyls. So it wasn't our main thing, but we knew what it was, man. I was gonna say it was kind of along the same lines of I ain't gonna go way down the road where people started create something and sell off their product. Here, why everybody in the comments? Why everybody in the comments?
Because we took them all to YouTube, and they ready.
No, they act, but all these comments like we was late. Like, because the reason I say that because when I looked at my smartwatch, and I'm saying smartwatch because it's not a Galaxy, not a Samsung or Apple Watch. It is Gabe's smartwatch, a $15, $19.99 smartwatch, and it said 11:10, and I was like, so I play this game on my phone. If you move your calendar up, you'll get a whole day. Like if you get bonus points the next day, if you move your calendar up, you can get the bonus points right then and go back to the normal time and play with those bonus points. So that's why I looked at the system. I was like, damn, did I take a nap or something? But now everybody's saying we late. So that's why I was like, first my phone said it was 11 o'clock. Now these Bush talking about it's past his bedtime. Anonymous talking about why we so late. And go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say why we so late. Anonymous, say something. Say something. I wish you would. I know what he's thinking. But man, how you doing, man?
What is going? Well, look. Why is my background acting funny? Well, we had a big milestone this weekend. I dropped off the elders at Rice University in Houston. So we are one person light in the household. I'm gonna say this. Let me get on this to Kentucky football, whichever I want to watch. If your kid can't get accepted into Rice, it has my blessing. This is probably, and I've been to 7 schools when I visited back in the 1900s. This is by far the best school I've ever been to. And it's not even close. The resources they give to the kids, and these are look, and this is the crazy part. These are regular kids. This ain't athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like the athletes get the perks of being a great athlete. No, these are to the everyday students and the resources available. And like when one of the panels, the person said, you can't fail at Rice. It's going to be hard. It's going to be extremely difficult, but we're going to do everything in our power not to have you fail. And that's been said. I've been to Rice 3 times, and it's been said every time I've been. So I'm starting to believe that it's true. And my son has gone through this orientation, and he's like, yeah, it ain't a lie. So I'm feeling good about it.
Well, Cobby Cobb got some people at Rice.
Okay.
So his son's girlfriend is there, and his son is not there. Just graduated.
Yeah, he's probably not there. Okay. Yep, and Carnegie Mellon was an option for my son, but I don't know, it was too cold and up north or whatever.
Where's that at? Where's that at?
It's in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyhow, So what? 10 days away.
Yeah.
Was our running back out last week when we had the show?
Yes.
That,
Chip.
was it? Did we discuss that? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, all this stuff run together. I know we discussed it on Sunday morning.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, did we already have this conversation? Who did I have this conversation with? How you feeling, man?
Bro,
They saying all the right things.
I'm gonna say this, and I think I have my light on orange. You perked me up with the defense when we was on Sunday.
Right.
So I'm feeling like I can't see us losing more than 3 games. I just can't. And I should. Let me see if I can find this. You know what? I'm gonna put it on my I'm gonna tweet it out. There's a playoff predictor app, a link, whatever.
Right.
And let me see if I can find what I put on it. I had us at 9-3. I just, when you look, this is what you have to do, and when you do this is you just can't look at our schedule. You gotta look at our opponents and who they play before us too. And I'll say this: when I was in the coach's office a day ago, and I'm not an LSU fan. I really hate LSU. Hate it a strong word. I strongly dislike them. And I had LSU.
You breaking up, Van. You breaking up pretty decently. Well, Van's breaking up. We might have to get him out of here. I got to see how he got the 9-3. He got it right there. And he might be doing this for, he may be doing it. Are you here with him? He may be doing it to get us some pub, because once you start talking 9-3, then he start going into what he's doing. Now all of a sudden he freeze. Everybody's sitting on the edge of their seat. So I'm gonna wait and see what's going on. We might have to go on his phone or take his background down. Again. Well, my internet runs slower when I have an Ethernet cord hooked up. But we was going good for a long time. I don't know. And then plus, Van got problems over on Twitter. Something happened on Twitter with him. The people's after him on Twitter. So I don't know if Elon Musk is after him. Then, I don't do the social media stuff that much. I'm still old school. I mess around with Facebook. And when I feel a little frisky at night, I get on Instagram and just scroll. But other than that, man, Twitter, everybody got something to say. And I don't want to hear what everybody got to say. So while we're waiting for Van to come back, he may have to take off his back. You may have to take off your background, man.
You think that's it?
No, I don't think that's it. I just know it uses more of your bandwidth. So
right.
if that's the case, you cool now. But as soon as you was getting in the character, that joker dropped off. Oh, you must be lagging right now because you're not responding.
That's crazy because I'm hardwired.
You got like a 15-second delay. Are you on the laptop? If you're on a laptop, then take off your Ethernet and see what happens. Because mine was, I don't know what it was, but Ethernet had me lagging.
See, now I'm listening to the people, and they told me to put on the Ethernet, and now both of them is back. All right, let me see. Let me take out.
Well, yeah, and Ann is right. Close out everything. Ann is right. Close out everything. And so when I come on here, I don't have nothing open but StreamYard. I do all my searching on my phone. But MetroNet is coming out Friday, and I'm going to try them one more time. And I've been doing pretty good here lately. I just cut everything off. I cut my TVs off, my Fire Sticks. Only thing running is my security. So if you want to try to come up around here, then it's going to be a whole type of issue. Yeah, Bush. Yeah, we attack back. You good, Van? You think you good?
I don't know, man. This is
You responding on the timely manner?
Weird.
You
and it's got to be StreamYard because I've been on Teams meetings. It's got to be StreamYard. I've been on Teams meeting all day. I've been on multiple Teams meeting with no issue. And now when I go to StreamYard, now all of a sudden it's a problem.
If it happens again, come back in and cut your background off.
Okay. Well, Anthony, didn't you say last year? No, was it 2 years ago? Last year, when we went to StreamYard and nobody was on it. So then once we get on there, everybody want to be on it, and then it's slow.
I got something for
you
that.
on to something.
I got something for that.
Oh?
Yeah, when I typed in, when I was typing in, opening up my thing to get the show ready, I typed in StreamYard. And at the top, are you using StreamYard? That's for amateurs. So I ain't gonna say the company name because I don't want StreamYard getting mad and try to blackball us. But I'm gonna and there's something else fishy going on with them folks too. They gonna be short lived, I think. But StreamYard, we appreciate everything you've done for getting us underway, getting us the year, huh?
Hell no, they ain't sponsoring us. They ain't doing none of that, y'all.
They did provide a platform for us.
Well, shit, we could have used OBS. Look, y'all, I rebooted. There's nothing else running. I only got one internet tab open. That's all I got, y'all. It's a StreamYard deal because when I go OBS and I stream on Watching with Styles, I don't have this issue.
Yeah. So and StreamYard, I do want you to know I brought quite a few people over to y'all. Because people over UK Athletics.
And one of them is Kentucky.
What are y'all using? What are y'all using? I told them, they love it. But we ain't getting no royalties for that. And I done had issues. So if you ain't gonna get your day ones right, man, we're gonna check out All right, my bad. I was supposed to say the competitor's name, but I'm gonna see what they talking about. Same way we got off of OBS, whatever it was. But it took a whole lot of work. Y'all made it simplified, but y'all not keeping up with the times. Anyhow, so Van, we are back to the conversation. Yes, this is an Arizona Cardinals hat. This was my last team in the NFL. Arizona Cardinals.
Was it? Huh?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
I got something to tell you all. If you ain't know that, then I got something to tell you off air. You never looked at my NFL bio then.
I don't need to. I fucking know who you are. Why I got to need your NFL bio for?
Because you're going to see Arizona Cardinals. It's the only team on there.
Is it? The Raiders and the Rams not on it?
Like I said, 9-3, Van Hiles. Continue your 9-3 conversation.
Oh, so damn, I stopped looking for it. So I did.
I use my phone to look up information because I'm scared StreamYard gonna bunk me out too.
So there's a link, and I will share it. I'll share it. The link where you can pick week by week, SEC game by game, and have a prediction of. And then it'll lay out at the end what the team totals are. So I had us at 9-3. I had LSU at 11-1. And I don't think you understand how much I do not like LSU. It took everything in my power. I was like, damn, they're 11-1. So I had Georgia 12-0, them 11-1. I think I had Bama 10-2, and maybe Ole Miss 10-2. And us 9-3. I'm about to find it.
Wait a minute. So You had LSU. You had LSU 11-1.
Dude, if you look at LSU schedule
out the gate, hold on, USC out the gate.
Yep.
They got the same South Carolina we got to play.
Yep.
Ole Miss.
Yep.
And
Ole Miss is at home.
Man, what are you doing, man? Like Oklahoma? What are you smoking? I feel like who was that? Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. Dude, Van. Okay, for all y'all listening.
So hold on. Let me say this. Let me tell you this.
Is the droid Van or the real Van?
No. So here's the crazy part. So I told this to one of the coaches who coached with me, who is pretty good at prediction, and he knows a lot of football stuff, right? He's a Texas fan. And he said 11-1 nowhere. I said, okay, here's the link. You fill it out and be honest in where you put LSU.
So you say you're not going game by game. You just put in information and it tells because it's looking about what everything else is going on.
I'm picking each game.
Oh, okay.
So week 1, you pick you the whole SEC slate, you pick the winners. Week 2 and go on all the way to down, right? So you got who I had them losing to? Georgia, Bama.
They played name.
Dude, Ole Miss is at home.
Daniels ain't there no more. Did anybody tell you Daniels ain't there no more?
Anthony, this team is loaded. LSU, you don't only land in Kentucky. LSU's loaded, and they got Nussmeier who's been here for forever.
They was loaded when they had Joe. They was loaded when they had Joey B and them. And all the wide receivers and all the wide receivers in America.
Their defense, except corners, their defense is pretty. All right. If you look at the schedule, so I had LSU 11-1. Y'all can say, but the guy whom is, I'm going to say, very good, just had LSU at 10-2. So I'm like, dude, it's one damn game difference. He had him losing to Ole Miss. I didn't have him losing to Ole Miss. That's the only game. I had Alabama 10-2, Texas 10-2, Missouri 10-2, Tennessee, us, and Ole Miss 9-3.
I'm intrigued. I'm not mad at you. This ain't the old school me against you. I'm intrigued. And like I said, I'm sure everybody else is drawn in and interested.
I'm gonna send the link out right now.
Wait a minute. Let me. What are the three? What are the three? Post a link and share it back with us with records you all get. Share it back on the Locker, Twitter, Facebook, whichever way you follow us.
So I have us losing.
You can post it on YouTube as well because YouTube got a lot of comments.
Facts.
Or more comments, I should say.
I have us losing to Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas.
Those about the three I thought.
Yeah, that's just one. I wasn't being. I don't want to say the word stupid, but I'm gonna say I wasn't being stupid with these games. I honestly picked them week to week, but also it helped picking the games, getting them all on one page. So then I can go back and forth. Oh, who they played the week before, who they played 2 weeks before. Because I'm gonna say you this: Justin Rowland. I talked to him. He has us beating Texas.
I don't see why we can't. Like any of the games, really, even Georgia. Like I'm my ears are open to any record. My ears is even open to 12-0. Like my ears is open to that.
Okay.
We only lack execution. It ain't back in the 1900s.
Anthony, 12-0. 12-0.
No. Listen, what I'm telling you, what you are saying is right. So the way you got to 9-3 was somebody might think we lose to Ole Miss. Somebody might think we beat them. Somebody might think we might beat Texas. Somebody Georgia ain't always going to be Georgia. Here's my thing.
Right.
All I'm saying, Van. All I'm saying is there's no game on there we can't win, and this is where we've been at. And this is where I got to start cutting up these clips because this is going to be a sound bite. Van, this is where we're at. And tell me if I'm wrong. You got your ass whooped by 50 and 60 points on a regular basis in your 4 years there, 3 years as a starter, semi as whatever, right? Am I TRF right now? I'll make sure we're on the same wavelength.
No, you're right.
There was a big gap between where we were, I should say, and the opponents we were playing. Size, speed, depth, whatever it takes to win a game. We had some dogs, yourself and Mo Williams. We've had some dogs that still took that ass whooping. this is all I'm telling you, man. I'm not calling 12-0. You know why? Tell me if I'm wrong, y'all tune in. Tell me if I'm wrong. The only reason Alabama, I ain't gonna throw Georgia in there too much because they got an athletic advantage more than anything else. The only reason the New England Patriots and Alabama sustained so long because they didn't make mistakes. If you don't just blow them out, what you never gonna do, you're gonna keep on going to. So I'm not saying 12-0, but every game on there that you was talking about, well, yeah, I'm not mad at you for 9-3. I just wanted to hear it because if we execute, we got the same Jimmys. Don't nobody on any of them other teams put their equipment on any differently than us. Now, the way they execute it, the way their communication is, the way they support each other, all that shit's different. Alabama don't have those chinks in their armor.
Now y'all can see my mic. Y'all, right now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so scared because this guy over here with the Cardinals cap on has never, ever been like this since I've known him since 94, 95.
I visited him for him. I don't know if I bet you on 94 though.
I have never seen him like this. And he is saying right now, the words that come out of his mouth is that he can't see why we can't be 12 because there's nobody on this schedule that we can't be.
Say that.
If
Back
he
up
is
from the
saying
mic,
this, hey,
man.
y'all. Oh, Mike on white. If he is saying this, y'all, I might as well go to 10-2 because if he's just giddy about it, I'm changing my record to 10-2, and we're gonna lose to Georgia and Tennessee. Book it, Dano.
No. All I'm telling you, and y'all in the comment section, this is all I'm saying. And I talk to the coaches a lot. And I talk to one of the coaches a whole lot. All we have to do is execute. Now, we lack execution because it's concentration. And then, like I said, that goes to the coaches. That goes to the culture. That goes to accountability. If those things get fixed, I'm not certain what reason. How did LSU go from being perfect 14-0?
Mm-hmm.
How they go from being 15-0? Maybe 15.
Was it 15 then? Or was it 14?
They had to win SEC championship and was the playoffs
13.
not in there?
Oh, they did have two. Yeah. You're right. They had two playoff games. Yeah. You're right. 15.
So I'm saying, so how they fall off from being because they was more athletic. Georgia's just been more athletic than everybody else. Like when you got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis just mushing. And I'm not saying that Kirby ain't a good. I mean, because they sustained that team they had last year defensively wasn't as great. Now it was great, it was good, but everything they just don't make mistakes. So the difference between us winning these games, you talking about Texas on the road, Tennessee on the road, Ole Miss on the road, they can be won. But do we have enough faith that we gonna have the execution? Are we gonna be locked in? Are our players not gonna be? Because we tend to get rattled. But here's the thing, and that's why I said Bill Belichick and Nick Saban. When you come into there's a culture. You was with the Rams. It put like this. I don't know with the Bears, but the Bears seem to have had that strict culture. I was with the Rams, which was fun running around, and they was winning because they had athletes everywhere. Yep. But when I was with the Raiders, man, Tim Brown, Tyrone Wheatley at the end of their career, everything was solid. Boom. And that shit, they made it to the Super Bowl too because everybody was locked in. Tyrone Wheatley told me one day, because at the Raiders, we run if you got 5 backs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. It's not first and second team. Every back gets a rep with the ones, you get a rep with the 2. Like you just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did something wrong. And I was like, I was mad. And Tyrone grabbed him, was like, don't you do that. Get back up there. I was like, no, it's so-and-so's turn. Because I get back up there. It's like, if I can't go, I want you to go. I want to win me a championship off my back or your back. So we don't have no wasted reps. Like, we ain't gonna just let that go. But that was the culture. But like I said, you was obviously in St. Louis, so you see how they get down too. There's a whole lot of fun over there. I'm saying we having a whole lot of fun because Kentucky has got to the point now where we win at a good level. Because when we brought Mark Stoops in, we just wanted to go to bowl games. We just wanted 6 games. We just wanted to win 2 conference games and those 4 out of conference games. But now, which rightfully so, the fans should expect us to win more. So that's why I'm going out on a limb and say, yeah, we can beat Texas in Texas. We actually can beat. But I'm saying we have to play a flawless game. Even if Georgia, Alabama, whoever don't play a flawless game, and you can say this as well, or you can test this as well. Down in Oxford, we had them jokers on the ropes 2 years ago.
Oh, we had them beat.
And probably arguably one of the top 2 running backs in the conference ain't on their team no more. Gone to the Big Ten, where it's easy at. The Big Ten. The Big whatever now. What is it, Big 14?
No, the Big 20. Because they would have 14 teams for forever, 12 teams, whatever. Here's Anthony. This is what I'm gonna say. And look, I'm on your side because this is what I want people to understand. And I've said this multiple times on this show right here. Why don't our fans give us the damn benefit of the doubt? Why don't we get the chance to say, pound our chest, we're going to win? Why do we have to say, as fans say, well, I'm being realistic? Who the fuck is realistic when the season just started? The season ain't even started yet.
Hey, man, you can say ass on there. You can't say the F, man.
I'm sorry. Why in the hell are our fans not optimistic when the season ain't started? Why can this, Anthony? Why can Louisville get a quarterback and everybody be like, oh, he's going to be good? But why we got the same new quarterback? And our quarterback is a high-rated high school quarterback. So why can't we get the benefit of the doubt? Why can't we say that we're going to win? Why do this all be we're going to be 6-6? Anthony, when the last time we've been 6-6? Y'all upset when we go 7-6. And now you expect to go 6-6? It don't make no sense. Here's the deal, Anthony. Missouri during drink. I think Missouri went 6-7, 6-7, 11-2. They went
under
6-7.
They was all under drink.
Yes, though I'm calling the drink years.
Yeah,
6-7, 6-7, 11-2. So now everybody's talking about, well, Missouri got an easy schedule and they're going to win. Why can't we? When are we going to get that point? When it's obvious that we have propelled a program to a point where now we, as you just eloquently said a few minutes ago, we hired Mark Stoops to get the bowl games.
Right.
We hired Mark Stoops to get the bowl games. Now we've been at 8 straight bowl games. No, it's 2 back-to-back 7-6 years. Like, are we really at the point? I'm tired of it. I'm not saying, like Jay Hayes would say, 15-0, or as Bush says, 16-0. I'm not going to go that crazy. But Are you telling me that this team can't go 9-3? Are you telling me this team can't go 10-2? The schedule ain't no damn different than last year's schedule. It ain't no different. You plug in this and you give away this. It's the same level schedule. Texas ain't no damn better than Alabama. But oh my God, the big bag Texas. Are we serious? So I'm going to stop now because I've been talking too long. Anthony White.
They like you. They want Van for president, man.
A. White feels good about this team right now. If he's feeling good and he lives in Lexington, I'm feeling unbelievable. Because if this O-line can give us anything, this team is going to be really good.
Yeah, I say you hit that. I do want to ask you this, though, because while we on this while we on this roll, that you as a player, Van as the player back in the late 1900s, if I think as a chip, like I said, you played on some terrible offensive teams, but you probably, now looking at history as it is, so you probably would have loved to have been on the defense that had Mummy's offense. Like, shit, let's get it going.
Hell yeah.
But once you see Mummy's offense, you gonna step it up and be like, oh hell yeah, we ranked 6th in the country in defense. Now we got a little offense. Let's do a little more. I'm saying this, and this is what I'm banking off of. This is what I'm understanding. This is what I know at least 2 or 3 of the coaches are expecting out of their players. Execution, pay attention to detail. Don't check yourself out on the game-winning drive. Just little simple shit stuff. But you as a player, though, if you have not done your job, or say your other DB, somebody in the room with you has not done their job for 10 years consistently, and I ain't gonna do 10 years, 10 games consistently, and we dropped 3 of them games. So you wind up 8-4. Because one of them you just lost. You did your best game and lost.
Mm-hmm.
Do you expect the fan base to be like, we'll get him next year, Tiger? I know you saying the fan base should get behind us. I know that. But as a player, do you put it on yourself like, I'm going to show the fan base? Or as a player, are you still saying, look, man, y'all got to have faith in us, man. We are playing our tails off. No, playing your tails off is one thing. Executing what the coach is saying, because when some coaches when they get on that hot seat, oh, they'll throw you under the bus in a minute. Nowadays, they'll throw you on the bus in a minute. Somebody didn't do this. If our so-and-sos would have did this.
This is where I feel. This is where I felt during my whole career. Every game is a new opportunity. Every season is a new opportunity. I lost 12 games in a row over 2 seasons. Every week I went into the next week knowing that we could win this game. Now, there was a couple games like, well, shit, we better be perfect. But I never went into a game we're like, hey, we're going to lose. Then when the next season ended, I'm like, okay, we ready for the next season. We're going to be better this year. And I think so for me, so for the fans and for me, every year the clock starts over. Now, if it would have been we were 1-10 and then moved those to the next season, so then we were 1-11, 1-12, then that might start eating on you. But we were 0-0, 0-1, 0-2. Totally different feeling for me. I forgot about the season before. So for me as a player and as a fan specifically, you're going to a new season, new coach, new quarterback, new running back. That last season taste should be gone. It doesn't carry over, in my opinion. So the fans need to support, just like Drink said in his interview yesterday or today. He getting on Missouri fans in his first game. We better be packed. We just went 11-2. So let's see.
Steven, I do feel that Coach Scool, well, see, Coach Stu is Van and I. Like everything me and Van says, that's what Coach Stu feels. And Van, if I'm wrong, correct me. And I'm going to be honest with you, Steven. Coach Stu is probably extremely confident because he got a room. Well, he started off the end of the year with a room with 9 players that can play, can start in any team in the SEC. Now it's done dwindled down a little bit, but we still around 7 or 8. But he only played 3 of them.
With a preseason All-American.
So he knows his job, and everybody always talk about, and this is, kind of what Van is saying, everybody always talking about the game is won in the trenches. The game's won in the trenches. But when we got a damn All-American, Van, what did I just say earlier about Georgia 2 years ago? What did I say the biggest difference was? Your offense can do whatever they want to do because, man, ain't nobody mess with Davis or Carter. Well, maybe 3 years ago. 2 years ago. Ain't nobody mess with them. So now we got that. But like you said, we ain't gonna buy into our people. I'm not asking nobody to buy into Brock Vandergrift. I hope, because I didn't buy into Will Levis. I'm on record. I ain't buying into him until he started showing me. And I still think it might have been Wan'Dale. I'm not, but I can't hate on the man who's in Tennessee doing what he's doing. I was bought into Devin Leary. He got drafted. He's on the team. His story ain't over. Because whether you know it or not, I was in the draft with Tom Brady. I didn't get drafted, but he got drafted lately.
6th round, I think.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, where we at? Nah. I will say this, Van. Lake Dog want to know you heard anything about Coach Short's impact with the receivers. We're gonna go to this.
I haven't.
I'm hearing nothing. I know you ain't heard nothing. My question is the problem. Is the problem you ain't? Is the problem you not hearing nothing because there's a problem, or are you not hearing nothing because there ain't nothing to be heard?
Well, I would say this: the quotes
ain't no balls touch the ground in 60 or 300 and something attempts. Come on, man.
Well, and I don't buy the coach speak. I will say this: the things I've heard from Barry Brown in interviews saying that Shorts is having an impact. That's all I can go. I don't know if his play is going to be better. I don't know. I can't say that. But for him to talk like he's talking means something has changed. Now, if that's going to translate to the football field, I don't know. That's all I can go by right now because I'm not in Lexington. All I go by his quotes. And he sounds more mature than he's ever sounded. He's saying the right things, which he hasn't said in the past. So that's all I can go by. Lake Dog, that's the only answer I can give because I'm not at practice.
Is this the locker?
It damn sure is.
Is this the locker?
You damn sure is. Because I can't say the F word, because I was going to say that, but you told me I can't say that. So I said, damn.
Okay. So here. This old school locker here. This old school locker. Man.
Oh, snap. Oh, sucky.
Now, and I'll tell you, now Barry's nice. And I kind of feel a certain way that that college football got on 99 speed where can't nobody catch him. Which he absolutely has. Absolutely. But I'm saying players are going to start looking at that stuff. You know, NFL players do it all the time. Like, I should be this. Now, here's where the comments you just made brought me pause, man. And this is no disrespect to the kid, because if he wants to prove me otherwise, he can not care what the hell I got to say. Is a one-trick pony. I played with Craig Geese. But Baron Brown's a one-trick pony. Everything Baron Brown does in special teams, Craig Geese could have done, probably has done, whatever. I mean, I know he's done some different things, but Baron sounds he's happy. They're getting him involved. This is the locker side of it, Van. Baron is happy. They're getting him involved because if they don't, what do you think? What do you think the outcome is going to be? So no, yeah, Barry's happy. Is coach going to be happy? Is the statistics of the game going to be happy? Do you think? And I ain't gonna say if I know or not. I probably don't know. Do you think that last year they ran some plays just to get touches? When I'm saying Ray Davis needed 19, 20 touches a game.
Sure.
But we're going to take 2 or 3 of them to make sure we appease some people. So you're happy when you got a new offensive coordinator, a new quarterback talking about getting the ball in your hands. I may or may not be wrong. This is the locker. This stays in the locker. Because if we don't make you happy, what's the alternative?
I would say this. What you putting down, I'm picking up for sure. No doubt about it. He ain't lying. What I'm gonna go to the other end of the spectrum, and I'm gonna say this. I truly hope that with the addition of Ferrier and Macklin, and hoping Stephen Brown is stepping up. That there's pressure on him that if he ain't happy, we can sit his ass down and not lose a beat. Because here's the deal. He can be a cancer, but some of these boys, here's the good part about it. Some of these boys at the point of where this is it for him. You know what I'm saying? This is it for Macklin. I don't think Macklin's coming back. I don't think Dan Key wants to come back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying they won't come back, but you know, you're right now. My mentality is I'm a ball out. I'm going to NFL.
Yeah.
Now at the end of the year, you might have to reassess the situation and humble yourself and say, I got to come back a year. But right now, like I tell the fans, you should be looking at glass all the way full, not even half full. That glass should be at the rim about to tilt over. So if I'm looking at it that way, them boys should also be looking like, man, sit your ass down because this is my year.
Right.
I don't want to come back to school for another one. So let's put down Ferry in here and on Macklin. Macklin say, Coach, I'll move to the outside. You put Ferry inside, put Stevens inside, and we cool. Because I'm trying to get my numbers, my stats, and we get some wins. Because the thing about it, Anthony and I would know this. Because I'm gonna tell you this: there are players that we played with in the 1900s. If Tim Couch came out after the 1-10 season, Tim Couch is not the number one quarterback pick. He's not. If Tim Couch was a quarterback on the 1-10 season, and that was his senior year, he ain't been a number one pick.
Yeah.
All right. There were guys on our team, Anthony included, me included, Chris Ward included, Reggie Russ, that if we won 8-9 games like you got, like 7 games, fuck the 8 or 9. If we won 7 games, we are drafted higher.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So as a player, you win games, your stock elevates. If you have good numbers. If you have good numbers, your team is 2-10, you 4th, 5th round. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. So I'm hoping, Anthony, as you just said, you are more ears to the ground than I am. If you're saying that about Barry and Brown, if it happens, I'm hoping that these guys who are on the tail end of their career will step up and omit him and continue to make this season what it's going to be.
No. So, Anderson. So the reason it comes up, because I know that there was a couple of players who Stoops wouldn't bench that were cancerous in the locker room. And like I said, I ain't never been in Stoops' position. And people always talk about what you do till you get in that position. But who was the one who shoved the offensive coordinator? It might have been Grant, or was it before Grant? The running back. It was either C-Rod or Benny in the bowl game because he wasn't getting the ball on the drive or something, and then somebody got knocked out of bounds or something, and they was like, he was showing passion. Me pushing on coach, man. I later found that it was otherwise, that the push was not passionate. It was something else. You don't remember that in the bowl game? It was either Benny or C-Rod. I know that.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture who it was.
I want to say it was Benny.
That's what I want to say. But I'm trying to
remember
what bowl game it was. Was it the bowl game with
Virginia,
when he got kicked out? The Music City Bowl?
Who got kicked out?
Didn't Benny get kicked out of the Music City Bowl? Remember that?
I do remember somebody.
He's speaking something to the ref.
Ann said it was C-Rod. Ann said it was C-Rod.
Okay,
It was C-Rod. It was C-Rod against it wasn't Iowa, was it?
Who would have been against?
Iowa? Who do we play in the last 2 bowls?
Iowa.
I think it was Iowa.
No, he ain't playing that game.
C-Rod did?
No. We have C-Rod or Will Levis.
Man, we can't get none of this together. Nah. Oh yeah, Benny got kicked out for pushing the
Yeah.
ref hands off of him. Yeah. Okay, I forgot about that. No, C-Rod pushed the offensive coordinator. It was
So they had to be Scangarello then.
Huh?
That's probably Scangarello.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or was it Liam?
Or it was a coach. I ain't gonna say his offensive coordinator.
Okay. That's fair too.
Man, let me get back to some ground. Cause shit, I'm all over the place with this thing. Anyhow, that was one of those things where we trying to do what we gotta do to win the game. They talking about feed me, like give me the ball. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up some stats real quick. Where's my stats?
As you pulling up, let me say something, y'all. I don't know how to say this, but are you ready, Anthony?
Nah, man.
Okay.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
High school athletes. The reason why I'm saying this because I just said what I said. High school athletes, when you start worrying about your individual stats and accolades, is when things go south. The most important thing, the most important thing, just like I said about college, is even more important in high school, is to win games. Coaches in college want winners. They want winners. And if you ain't winning games, ain't nothing worse than a guy putting up 4,000 rushing yards, but y'all won 2 games. So as a player and as a captain and as a leader on a team, but now about it, leadership is not inward, leadership is outward. Leadership is making this because obviously you're the best player on a team or one of the best players on a team. Leadership is about pouring yourself to the players who are not as good as you and building them up because everybody knows you the king of the hill. Everybody knows that you one of the top dogs. Everybody looking up at you. And if you pooping down on everybody else, that's why it's going 2 in whatever your record is. But if you can win 2 games just by pulling everybody up and instead of yelling at like, oh, why you say, hey man, hey, let's go. What you need to learn this? What do you need to learn? Hey, y'all, hey, line, look, at running back, look, y'all ain't got to be perfect. Just get in the way because your boy is going to get it. As long as y'all get in the way, y'all ain't got to drive on 20. Just get in the way. Give me something. I'll make something out of nothing. But y'all got to give me something. If y'all just hold that block a 1/10 of a second longer, your boy by you. Instead of saying, man, why don't you hold that block? Man, you suck. You ain't. That's different. That's the difference to me about being a leader and being a cancer. Leadership ain't about you. Because obviously to be a leader, we know you that dude. Leaders are not the worst players on the team.
That's one thing Bill Curry instilled in it. Well, so Tim Couch will tell you. So, and I done told y'all stories plenty of times about our offense back in when Hal Mummy was here or whatever. And that was always my thing. Like, if you need me to decoy, I'll be decoy. Like if I'm in the game, if y'all gonna bracket me with 2 backers, then y'all got plenty of opportunity for the edges. But by the same token, I done been in full back before that. My first 100 rushing, 100-yard receiving game, the game plan was me to lead block for D Homer against South Carolina. And I'm talking about I did my best. I didn't do terrible. Now, if you watch the film, you'll be like, that ain't bad. I wasn't rooting no up out of there. I was just stalemating. But so the point was, anytime we ever had something going on, what you need me to do, like, man, that shit, if you want me to block, run, I ain't never been about, no, I got to have. So I did find the information.
Okay.
It was 2022 bowl game, January 1st, 2022 against Iowa. When so that would have been what you call it, second go around or first go around.
Yeah, that was the first go around. And that's the game we came back.
And it was C-Rod. C-Rod got tackled on the sideline or something, and then Liam tried to grab him or something, and he shoved Liam off of him. And then because Wandale was the hero of that game,
right?
But I don't think. Well, C-Rod still had 20 touches.
Right.
But I believe if I look at the the whatchamacallit, he probably had most of the touches in the second half. He wouldn't give them early off in the game because they was packed in to stop the run. But yeah, he had 20 touches for 108 or whatever, and Wandale had 10 for 170. So,
and didn't C-Rod have a big touchdown though early? Didn't he catch a ball for a touchdown?
He did have one touchdown.
Yeah. Well, what was a receiving touchdown or rushing touchdown?
One rushing.
Okay. That was at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, well, yeah, one rushing and one receiving.
That's what I thought they threw like a little
5-yard receiving touchdown, but yeah.
Look, man, y'all. I don't know how to say this because now that being in the position to be a coach, and now thinking about teammates I had, not y'all, I'm gonna say society wants to blame so much on the kids. It ain't the kids, y'all, it's the parents. I just moved my kid in. I've seen some stuff. Your kid is a mirror to you. So if you don't like the behavior that's emanating from your kids, go in your bathroom mirror one day and look yourself in the mirror, because you are probably not probably. You are the cause of them acting out that way.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. That's why what do you think about the whole idea? We follow Twitter when people's families start making flames on Twitter. And it may not have been. Is really never the player that makes it, like the stars. Not the stars, but the ones who go on to play long time in the NFL. Like I ain't never seen Mike Edwards people posting on there. I ain't never seen Josh Allen's people posting up. Josh Allen's Hines people posting on there. But then there were some good athletes. I'm telling you, there were some good athletes. Like C-Rod's dad come to his rescue on the thing. Terry Wilson's people come to, but they don't seem to make it for some reason. And I'm saying it could be because one, the players who made it, they were so successful that they were doing good. Their parents had nothing to gripe about.
Right.
Because Benny Snell's mom never really went to social media. I'm not Benny Snell. Lynn Bowden's mom never really went to.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know if his dad has social media or not. He may not. So I don't know the situation between that.
And Tim Couch family didn't come to whatever it was, the damn MySpace or whatever. I don't even had MySpace when Tim Couch was running down speed option his freshman year, because that was horrible.
Yeah.
And then he stayed. I don't care who they hired. I don't care if you hired the person I want. I'm leaving this MFer. Y'all brought me here and y'all got me running down sprint option. And come on, bro. But okay. Yeah, you right, Anthony. You're right.
Yeah, well, the one thing about it is I beg to differ on that whole idea. That they did bring somebody in specifically for him. So when you say they don't care who you brought in, like they brought somebody specifically in for you, and you was gonna have to sit behind Peyton for a year anyways.
Yeah, facts.
So, anyways, we got about 5 minutes. What was I was on to something before we was on. We was on to something. What were we talking about before we even went off on that tangent? I can't remember what we were talking about. So, game week's around the corner. Somebody did ask, is Chip Trayanum the real deal? I said this on Sunday morning. So I always say that because if you already heard me say it before, then that's why I told Van we need to move to Sunday. So if you hear one time or one time only. Oh no, he said how big of an impact is losing Chip Trayanum? I think, and Van may know this a little bit too. I think losing Chip is we probably ain't gonna have for the first two games. Maybe I think I'm telling you, from everything I've heard, everything I know, I think Jamarion Wilcox is gonna step up, and Chip probably gonna get opportunities when he come back. But it's gonna be a committee because Demi can do everything. Like he's a Swiss Army knife. Like he can do everything. So Demi gonna get burned. But that's what might be the worst thing that could have happened to him.
Anthony, how did Benny Snell become Benny Snell?
Nobody ain't get hurt, did they? Which guy just went to the draft early
Boone Williams had issues
and left early.
Well,
you turned during the season.
During the season, how did Benny Snell become Benny Snell?
Yeah,
he was thrust into the fire, and he came out with a fire extinguisher.
Right.
So for me, Anthony, we both said this before last year. We both thought Wilcox was going to play more than Ray Davis. So this ain't shocking. So for me, as I've said many times, to Anthony's dismay, is a running back and coming here and he can tote that rock. He can tote that rock. It's just simple as that. Run the ball is a skill set. It is not. It's not a talent. It's a skill set because anybody can run a rock, but can you tote that joker and get 4 yards when you're supposed to get 0? I think Wilcox and Patterson got that extra juice. Now, they're not going to fall forward like Chip and C-Rod and Benny. You might get a no-gainer because some linebacker like Pop might come up there and and he gets no gain. But if Pop miss, we ain't got no safety magnets.
Right.
Even Demi is not a safety magnet. So if the line produces a hole that should get you 20, you might get 60 out of it. Unlike in the past, the line opened up a hole for 60 and we get 35. I'm just saying. Yeah. So I think you just said it. It's a blessing in disguise. The only thing for me that's going to be a difference without Chip is you might have to use Gavin Wimsack a little bit more on short down situation. You might have to run quarterback power. You might have to run quarterback sweep or read option or what, because he can tote the rock. And when a quarterback has the ball, I've said this on this show last week, the week before, you playing with 11, you get an extra blocker. So if you need 3rd and 2, you can put him in the game. And the great thing about it, if people start loading the box for the pass, he has shown he has the capability of passing the ball. So that's what I see it as.
Man, so I'm looking at these running back stats, these sizes. I was told Jamarion Wilcox is a low. He's 5'10", 197. I met Jason Patterson. They say 5'10", 206. He looked like I did in college. Only difference.
I'm about to say, shouldn't they swap?
Huh?
Isn't that maybe swapped? Because Wilcox looks bigger than Patterson.
I'm looking at, unless they didn't update, unless they're doing Wilcox wrong because they feel some type of way, and they got Chip at 5'11", 227, and Demi, Demi 6 foot 210, like right where you want him at. Like shit, if I was in that size,
he's 6 foot.
Huh?
Is he really 6 feet tall?
Man,
huh? He don't look that tall on
man, all these numbers got me all thrown off for what I know and watching film and they running styles.
That's what I'm saying.
All this stuff has got me thrown off. So that's the reason I went to it was because you were saying we got to use Wimsack for runs and short goal line and short yardage. I'm thinking, shit, I thought Wilcox, man, probably 215. Like it ain't that. But in that case, you may as well put Demi in there.
Well, here's
get out on the route at 210.
Hold on. We also I've played against running backs that were big that didn't play to their size. I played with running backs who were smaller, i.e. Mo Williams, who played bigger than his size. I think maybe Demi isn't that. There's There's no hole. The elevator door is closed. Can you punch through that opening and get us 2 inches?
Right.
I'm not sure. I think as with an extra blocker and a quarterback, because Wimsatt's got to be 2+. He's got to be 6'2", 6'3", 2+.
Yeah.
So now you get the tush push, basically, right? So that's the only reason I think. Plus, you have a quarterback. If they pinch down too much, he's got the speed to bounce out for that extra yard or 2 if needed.
Wimsatt is 6'3", 227.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how accurate UK site is. I don't know if they got students running the site or not.
But they probably do.
I've seen a lot of false information on there before.
I saw Wimsatt at Rutgers. Now, as I say, I watched every Rutgers game because of Greg Schiano. He's a big boy. I don't know if he's 220, but he ain't 190.
How big is Jalen? Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts 2+. Jalen Hurts got to be
2+. It could be 205.
No. Jalen Hurts got to be 210+.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I don't think he's I don't think Jalen Hurts is but 6'1" or 6'2".
No, I think he got to be at least 6'2". Let's see. Let me check you out, homeboy. Oh, yeah. Okay. 6'2", 6'2", 223. I mean 6'1", 223.
Yeah, I ain't think so. He really thickened up in the pro.
That's what I'm saying. He looked thick. That's why I was asking.
He's about 210-ish at Oklahoma. So he thickened up.
I'm talking about the league. The way he he looked thick in the league, boy.
So
thick like Luke's dancers.
All
right, man. That's it. Gotta cut you off. Gotta turn your mic off.
Oh, that's
See, so now you done learn something. Apparently, and yeah, stream. We still ain't fooling with y'all. But see, I think I never have too many things open in the background with me. But you used to run videos and stuff on here.
Yeah.
So they way more. We gotta get that figured out in the next 2 weeks, man. Film room.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on because I've had this issue with StreamYard except for the past 2 weeks.
Is Elon Musk, man? He don't want us being great.
We gotta put a banner at the bottom that "Make America Great Again." Then maybe things will clear up for us.
Anyhow, thank y'all for checking us out, man. Like, subscribe, share, follow. If you haven't noticed that you got to go to YouTube now because I don't know, man. Twitter got too much stuff going on. We ain't got time for it. And it's easy. You can watch YouTube on your TV.
Yeah.
You can watch it on any device. What?
Yeah, I apologize. It's my fault. I don't know. Elon Musk don't want me to be great. I changed my profile picture and they put me under review again. So that's why you're not on Twitter. Because for some reason, when I changed my profile pic, I looked on my profile and it says I'm under review. It's going to take a few days. I don't get it.
We'll see if you're on America's Most Watched list.
They
waiting for Driving with Styles, man. Back to so yeah, like, subscribe, share, follow, man. Tell your people, man. Share it on your social media pages, y'all. And we do appreciate y'all, man. Every time I get notifications, like, why is so and so tagging me or something? Because people asking for shows to watch, and y'all throw us out there, man. Because you do know we got gag orders on all of y'all. So anything y'all hear, I'm denying. Now if they want to go watch the clips themselves, because they could be here and watch it live. They can have the same knowledge y'all have.
The facts.
That's why the locker stopped being the old locker a little bit, man. Because I was hearing stuff that I know that I told somebody. And then y'all is somebody's. So tell them to watch it live and they can have all this information you got.
Facts. Big facts.
We'll be back next week for pre-game talk. We'll see if ain't nobody else got hurt. See who's starting at what positions. See if well, I guess we ain't gonna know nothing. We ain't gonna know too much anyways the first week and going into the first week. Because if we got a package with Gavin, we ain't gonna know. No. We'll ask you this before we go. Short answer. We ain't staying on here all night. It ain't 9:05 here. It's 10:05. if we in a say a nice say a tight game, say a 14-point, 17-point game, we see both quarterbacks. We're gonna see both quarterbacks no matter what.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see 3?
No.
What if we go by 40?
No.
Okay. All right. There we go. We will be back. So you're not doing no video on this week, apparently, because you don't have an account. Well, yeah, obviously you got an account. You just can't do video.
If for some reason, you know, you had to get that premium account to go live.
Mm-hmm.
So since my account is under review,
They reviewed it for premium, not for just your account. They've been for premium.
Oh yeah, just for premium.
Okay.
They have locked my premium account, whatever abilities, for a few days. I don't get it.
Stephen C., I would love to go into that interview room, but I will tell you this. I got pretty good internet. I got some nice equipment in here, only because I have a 9 to 5 when they have an interview. And I ain't using my vacation time just to go watch interviews. Now, all that stuff recorded, though. I ain't going to ask no questions anyways.
Right.
So, but Stephen C., by next week, I do got inside scoop because I'm right there with the folks. But I just don't share everything I know because
y'all be snitching, and then people find out and they use those facts as their own. That's why.
Right.
I'm not saying y'all, but somebody be snitching. It's probably people who come and watch it not live and on YouTube, on record, and then they start notating what they hear, and then they say, "Oh, I got information. I got inside sources."
I will try and get up there Monday, though. I think I do got a little time Monday. I don't know if my boss is going to be watching, so
yeah,
I can't tell him I'm going to be at the press conference. But we'll be back next week. We'll have more information, something to tell you, something to see. Also, you know, we're going to be in game plan mode, so that's it. Do a peace sign, like the old peace sign, the hippie peace sign. With that being said, we're back next week.